Hi guys, it's Tuesday afternoon, got off work a little bit early, thought I'd come down and do a little bit more to the Mini. Run VT, Errol. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's Tuesday, it's mid-afternoon, and I've come down to do a little bit more work to the Mini. We have to grind off all the burrs on every single one of these little holes so that I can get back to bare metal, so I can do my stimulated spot weld and actually put them in. But all the spot weld holes are there ready all the way down the panel, so yeah, it should be quite good. The other exciting news, I got my panels. They finally came. Long story short, FedEx tried to deliver them and they got lost. They then went back, but only one part went back, not both. Now I've got both parts. I've got the wings in that box, I've got the front panel and the A panels in that box, all proper panels, and yeah, fantastic. Okay, so today's little job, grind off all of these back to bare metal to allow me to start welding the panel in. As I said earlier on, I've got my panels for the front. Not sure if I'm going to put them on yet because I'm going to have a look at that corner because there's a hole in that, so I might end up getting another one of these panels for that side, put that in, just sort of makes it so the whole front end will be brand new pretty much. Anyway, put you on a bit of time lapse and we'll go from there. There we go, all ground off, all ready to be welded, clamped up with Big Nasty, welded into place. Now my next job is going to take these hinges off both sides, because this one's on, if you can see that, this one's on this one, which is at the far front, and that one over there is on the back one at the far back, so they were never going to work anyway. Yeah, and then address this panel, make sure that it's okay before I weld the panel on the front. So it's just an offering up exercise before everything gets welded. And as I said, I'm going to have a look at this panel, because this panel, front panel on the other side, has got a hole at the top. Now I may just be able to just repair that hole because it's right at the top and you won't even be able to see it when the scuttle panel's on. But it would be nice to actually have a new replacement panel in there. You can get a half panel, I believe, which goes in sort of down there and then comes this way. So that's another option. But it would be nice to get that. I think it's about £250 though, or £20 if you're my way. We'll have a look. We'll have a look. We'll have a little think. Cheers. Right. So basically, it's just a case of undoing these two bolts here. So I don't know if you can see that, but this bracket sits underneath the scuttle panel. The scuttle panel sits in right the way to here, and once the scuttle panel's in, you cannot get at this. Yet the design was putting in the nut through there and putting a nut on this end and actually bolting it up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a captive nut, I'm going to weld a nut on this side here so that you just literally put the bolt through rather than putting a spanner up inside there as well as trying to get this in here, because once that scuttle panel's on you can't get at that. And I had fun and games, absolute fun and games trying to get in there before, and it was fun and games, I tell you. It wasn't a very nice experience, but there we go. Anyway, so really now this piece of rust needs to be addressed here. This needs to be looked at, just sanded and treated for rust, and then this panel can be then blown in sanded down and blown in before I put the scuttle panel on, because this actually looks nice in the car in a nice colour with only minimal wires coming out of it, and that's really what I want to do. I want to get it so that it looks really, really trick. I also want to buy the glass bottle that goes here rather than the plastic washer bottle. There's a glass bottle. I want to get one of those because I just want it to look old school, and it will look old school. Okay, so basically I'm not going to do a lot more today. I'm going to go home. I've got another little bit of work to do at home, but I wanted to come down here. I wanted to drop those panels off, and wanted to get some bits from here to take back home with me. So that's all I'm going to do. Hopefully next week I'll introduce you to my dad, because I think my dad's coming over. It just depends on whether or not he can find a day to fit me in his busy schedule. But if you watch this, Dad, it'd be nice to see you, and it'll be nice to do a bit of father and son bonding over the car. All right? Anyway, stay safe, everybody, and thanks for watching. Cheers.